Hello guys, today we will configure a multi-layer switch as a DHCP server, and we will enable the inter-VLAN routing, and we will create VLANs for each switch and each and every PC. So let us start from switch 1. Let us create the VLANs, then change config. Let's create VLAN 10, name as an IT, exit, interface F, range F02 to 3, switch mode access, switch access VLAN 10. Now we have created VLANs, then we have assigned the ports. We have to configure or assign F01 as a switch mode trunk. Let us exit here. Let's come to this switch and do the same thing. Enable config VLAN 20, name as HR, exit, interface range F02 to 3, switch mode access, switch port access VLAN 20. We have to configure or assign the port switch port mode trunk. So let us verify and show VLAN brief. We have created VLAN 20 as an HR. It's an active. We have these two interfaces. Show interface trunk. We have F01 as a trunk. The stats is trunk. Let us configure the last switch. Enable config VLAN 30, name is, let's check what was the name, stuff, exit, interface range F02 to 3, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30. Let's assign the F01 as a switch port mode trunk. Let's verify, right, and show VLAN brief. We have created VLAN 30, name stuff, it's an active, and we have F02 and F03 assigned. Let's check the trunk. We have created F01, mode is on, encapsulation, stats is trunking. So now let's come to this switch, the multi-layer switch, where we will create the DHCP server. So say no, enable config, host name will be ML multi-layer switch. We will configure the trunks F01 to 3, switch node trunk. Automatically it's configured to show interface trunk. We have these 3 ports as a trunk. Now let us configure the VLANs, VLAN 10, and the name was IT, exit, VLAN 20, name was HR, and we have VLAN 30, name was stuff. Now let us assign an IP address for VLAN 10. The port is up. IP address will be 192.168.100.1. Subnet mask will be 255.255.0. Say no shutdown. Exit. Now let us create the DHCP, serves as a DHCP. Say IP DHCP. Let's call the pool as the IT VLAN IT, for example. Then let us put a question mark. We have to assign the network is 192.168.100.10. It starts from 100.10. Subnet mask will be 225.0. We have a default will be the same, the VLAN IP address. Let us assign DNS as the default IP address as well. Let us assign the domain name, for example, will be cisco.com. Exit. Let us create VLAN 20. Oh, sorry. Interface VLAN 20. IP address will be 192.168.200.1. Subnet mask will be 255.0. Say no shutdown. Exit. IP DHCP pool VLAN. What was the VLAN? Was HR. Yes. VLAN HR. Network will be 192.168.200.10, starting from 10. Subnet mask will be 255.0. Default gateway will be 192.168.200.1. DNS server will be the same as the default gateway. The domain name will be cisco.com. Say exit. Let us create VLAN 30. IP address will be 192.168.300.1. Subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. IP address will be 192.168.300.1. will be 255.255.255.0. Why? Was the IP address that was assigned here 300. Yeah, let's change it from, I don't know what's the issue, 192.168. Let's give n.1. 255.255.255.0. Say exit. Issue was the IP address. Let's configure the DHCP pool VLAN. The pool name will be VLAN 30 will be stuff. Network will be 192.168.10.10, starting from 255.255.255.0. Default gateway will be 192.10.1. DNS will be 192.168.10.1, and the domain name will be Cisco.com. Let's exit to right. Let's verify what we have configured. We have configured the DHCP pool for VLAN IT, and this is its network. And we have this one from VLAN 200, and we have VLAN 10. So let us check if we forget the most important thing. We have to enable something called IP routing so that it can communicate. We show run. We have enabled the IP routing, created the VLANs, and we have 3 VLANs. This is VLAN 30 interface, VLAN 10, and its IP address. We have VLAN interface VLAN 20, its IP address, and VLAN 30, and this is the IP address. So now let's go to the PCs and check if it can request successfully from the DHCP. Yes, can successfully request. Let us check the HR department. VLAN 20 successfully requested. So that's how to configure the multi-layer switch in the VLANs, the multi-layer switch as a DHCP, and enable the inter-VLANing, the IP routing. So now let's check the communication. For example, let's ping from this PC to PC1. The IT department will be 192.168.100.2. Will take time. Yes, it's pinging from the staff department to the IT department. Let's check if it can ping. Can ping the HR department. Yes, it can ping. This is how to configure the multi-layer switch as a DHCP. This is how to configure the VLANs on the switches, and how to enable the IP routing on the VLAN on the multi-layer switch, and how to create an interfaces of the VLAN and assign an IP addresses, and how to create a DHCP pool. Thank you so much.